Yeah, so we just got off the field from a really productive bonus Monday, where the focus was still a little bit of self-scout and a little bit of a jump start on Seattle, and that really goes along with a really productive bye week that we had. Not only an opportunity to get healthier, give guys an opportunity to get off their feet and some of the lingering injuries that we've been dealing with, but it was an awesome opportunity to deep dive in what we've done well, what we haven't done well, places where we need to improve, and got a really clear vision of where to take this particular team. So I'm excited about the remaining football that we have. This morning the messaging was attitude and approach. Those are decisions that we have to make on a daily basis, and we have to own our process. And if we do that, we're going to provide a brand of football that we're all proud of, and we're going to finish this thing off the right way. So that's where our focus is right now, our attitude and our approach, and going forward in Seattle.
Jeff, did you address the Joe Douglas news with your team when they all came back from the bye week?
Regarding his
Joe getting fired and just obviously this team now, their head coach and GM has been fired and there's 6 games left. So I'm just curious, if that was top of the conversation for you with your team.
Well, and we had a short. We acknowledged it, and obviously Joe's a guy that everybody in this building, myself included, has tremendous respect for, not only as a general manager and as a front office staple in this league, but the man that he is, the friend that he is, the husband, the father, all those things. So, it was my honor to have an opportunity to really spend some meaningful time with him this past 3.5 years, 4 years, and it hurts everybody's heart that it didn't work out, and we had to part ways at this time, and at the same time I gave Phil Savage an opportunity to address the team, which he wanted to do this morning.
Hey, Jeff, a couple hours ago, as you well know, the Jets announced that they're basically starting their GM and head coaching searches. So I'm wondering, for you as the guy who's in the chair right now as the interim, is that awkward for you at all now, or how do you approach that?
In all honesty, it's not at all. My singular focus is just finishing this season off the right way, playing a brand of football we're all proud of, myself included, and that starts with Seattle.
Yeah, you had said when we talked to you earlier in the week last week about using the bye week to take a deep dive on everything. Did you make any changes in terms of play calling or any duties among the coaching staff?
No, I did not, but definitely we created a really clear vision of where we need to improve and found some things. Obviously, you find the things that you're not doing well, you need to improve upon them, but then also found some things that I think we can really build upon. So I was excited in both ways.
What about personnel changes, Jeff? Did there be any personnel changes?
As of today, I do not foresee any changes, besides the one that might be, regarding an injury here or there, but nothing as of today.
Jeff, can you, since we last spoke about a week ago, there's been a lot of reporting and speculation on Aaron Rodgers and his immediate future and his long-term future, actually. Where does he stand right now in terms of his injuries? I mean, is he fully healthy?
All I can say, and you'd have to ask Aaron if he's fully healthy, but he's better off today than he's been as of late. So he's definitely feeling healthier than he has for probably the past month. And a healthy Aaron Rodgers is the Aaron Rodgers we all love. So excited about what that looks like.
One report said he declined to take some imaging tests. Is that accurate?
I have not been informed of that either way.
So has there been any talk of shutting him down at all?
There is not.
So right now he's your quarterback against Seattle?
Absolutely.
Where's Tyron at?
What's that?
Tyron Smith. Where's he at with his neck?
Yes, we're still collecting information just to make sure that, this, not only this football player, but this man, we want to make sure we have every piece of information before we were to ever put him out there on the field. So just still gathering information, making sure we make the best decision, more for him than just the Jets, going forward.
With Aaron, did you find the need to sit down and talk to him since you got back from the bye because of so much, there's reports that you're going to bench him, that he's leaving or whatever. Like, did you have to sit down and just try to make sure you guys are on the same page?
No, I feel like we are on the same page. I think we're both people that are, not to say I'm completely void of the knowledge of what's going outside this building, but my focus is here and what I can control, and I think he feels the same way, and from that standpoint, we've been on the same page from the beginning of this.
So the whole thing about him avoiding medical scans is news to you?
That's news to me.
Jeff, there was also a report that Woody ordered the Tony Adams benching. Is that accurate?
Guys, there's a, I'm preaching to the players about this singular focus of going forward and pouring everything into this Seahawks team and the preparation and owning this process. And guys, I got to live that too. I can't be sitting here, talking about things that may or may have not happened. Mr. Johnson and myself, we have great dialogue. We have consistent dialogue. We talk all the time, and we have very honest conversations, and I'd like to keep those conversations between the two of us.
So you mentioned the players and how important it is to go forward and look forward instead of back. So now they're watching. They just saw their GM get fired right after their head coach got fired. So essentially, the organization is looking ahead to next year. They've already started on next year. You're dealing with Sunday in Seattle. How do you convince the locker room to buy into the present where everyone else around them seems to be looking at the future?
Yeah, because as a player and a coach in this league, and I know from over 20 years of being in it, that there is no context to tape. When people evaluate tape, they don't look at your record, they don't look at the score of the game, they could care less about any of that. All they look at is the tape. So the tape is a reflection of me, it's a reflection of every single player in that locker room, it's a reflection of all of us, it's a reflection of the organization. So we decide how we finish the season, and we decide, how we're judged based upon that tape, and because of that, we got to pour everything we have into this Seattle week, and that's one truth in this league that will never change. There is no context to tape. The tape is who you are.
Jeff, when you did the self-scout and you dove into it, I'm not asking you to get into scheme or anything, but was there any overriding thing that you took out of it in terms of things you'd like to change for these final 6 games?
Yeah, I mean, there was quite a few things. That was the beauty of going through the exercise. From an offensive perspective, really thought the run game was something that we could build upon. It's as of the last 6 games, we've created more explosives. Our average run has gone up. Our amount of negative plays has gone down. So from that standpoint, something to really build upon. Creating more explosives in the pass game, it's got to happen. As we all know, it's one of the biggest predictors of success and winning in this league is explosives. So do not have enough by any means. So it's an area we need to improve, whether it's the concept, whether it's the protection, whatever that case may be. We need to really find a way to generate more downfield throws. From a defensive perspective, although the run game or run defense has improved as of late, especially in that Indy game, still not where it needs to be. So, and really conversely, on the other side of that, we need to limit the explosives in the passing game on a defensive perspective. So, we got some really cool indicators, schematically, technically, some stuff to work on, some stuff to eliminate, some stuff to really focus on going forward. And then from a special team standpoint, was excited about our coverage units, both in the kickoff and the punt world. Protection was good, coverage was good, half a yard off of being in that top 5. Where do we need to improve in special teams? Our return game, whether that's pressuring punters. We have historically, Brant's done an amazing job of that since we've been here. We've got to continue to do that, and we got to get X going, and there's quite a few things that contribute to that. So we'll just we got our focus on it now, and excited about Seattle.
Jeff, you mentioned that Phil asked to address the team. I guess what was the tone of his message? What was his message to the guys? And how do you expect to work with him for the next couple of weeks here?
Yeah, his overriding theme was professionalism, and all the years. He's obviously an NFL lifer, and he's been in this business a long, long time as a coach and working in the front office, a scout. He's worked in about every capacity you could work in, so his database of knowledge is it's off the charts. So I thought it was a really cool message just regarding of what a pro looks like on a day-to-day basis, regardless of your circumstance. As far as working with Phil, I got a tremendous relationship with him. I've had that since I came out I remember meeting him at my Senior Bowl when I was a player, so we go way, way back in that way, and he's a fantastic listener, and he's very collaborative, so excited about the opportunity to work with him.
And then
We'll
just
take a
because
few more questions for Coach.
just because I've been burned on this in the past, for not asking it, everybody came back from the bye, all the players that reported this morning?
They did, yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Did Phil say what grade he gave you when you were coming out that year?
Super below average. Yeah, he said stiff, slow-footed. But I brought my what do you say? I brought my lunch pail to work every day, whatever that means.
Well, you proved him wrong. You lasted a long time.
I fooled him for a long time.